Okay, I'm gonna put my cushions back behind this so I don't lose them because the winds are kicking up again. Doggone it. I was hoping we were through the worst of it, but we are not. Let's see. I'm gonna close my gate. Look at that. It's a shame because it is absolutely beautiful out. Blue sky. Good morning. How's everybody feeling? I don't know why I asked. It's not like you can answer me, but maybe, leave a comment and tell me how you're doing. I'm feeling great this morning. It's absolutely stunning out. I mean, like crystal blue skies, no clouds. It's in the 60s, no wind for now. It's beautiful. I'm going to go for a walk today. I was supposed to go for a walk yesterday when I took my grandson to his soccer practice, but I didn't even think about it when I left the house and I was in my slippers. But today I have no excuse. I'm going to get out there. I'm also not working because my client's power is out today. Ours was out for, I think, 26 hours. They turned it back on this morning. I can't remember what time it was. It was early this morning, but my husband messaged me and said that he got a note from them saying that they were going to be shutting it back off. So to make sure everything's charged up and ready to go. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but anyway, I'm not going to complain because really we are the fortunate ones here where I'm living. We don't have any fires around us. Those poor people that are in the fire areas, there's 3 big ones. It's just atrocious what they're going through. It just breaks my heart. So say a prayer for them. They're still going through it. It's just absolutely awful. We live where I live. I'm surrounded by, open areas. I'm up against the foothills, up against the base of the mountain. And it's just, there's all this open land. And we have had problems with fires up here. As a matter of fact, I think it was just 2 or 3 years ago, we were going to be evacuated. We were just 2 blocks in from the evacuation area because it was bad. It was just surrounding us. And then last year, some of you may recall, when I first started doing these videos, my son and his fiance, they live also up against the base of the mountain. They're just a little ways from us, and they were completely surrounded. They had fires going around them, and they were, under an evacuation warning. So we know how traumatic it is. We've been fortunate, though. We didn't lose anything. Our houses didn't burn down. We didn't lose any lives. What these people are going through right now is just heart-wrenching. I can't even watch it. I looked it up online. It was like, oh my God. And it's still going on. So like I said, I really can't complain. The house is warm. My devices are charged up. The fridge is good. We didn't lose a lot of food or anything. I know a lot of people were complaining about it. I run a couple online Facebook groups, community Facebook groups, and people have been coming on there and letting us know what's going on and how bad things are. So it keeps me, abreast of what's going on because I don't watch the news. I don't watch any of that stuff. So I go online and people are telling me what they're dealing with in our area. And it's weird because like our power got shut off and just a couple blocks away, they didn't lose any. So I don't understand how this whole thing works. I just, am trying to be prepared because I wasn't. I was not prepared, and I'd heard that this could happen because we knew the winds were coming, but I didn't bother, charging anything up. I just thought, oh well, we have a generator, and we do, and we used it last night, so we're good. And then, my son and his fiance, they offered us theirs because they've been fortunate; their power hasn't been shut off at all. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. We'll see what happens. Right now, I am drinking a cup of bulletproof coffee. And if you haven't heard of that, it's 1 tablespoon of coconut oil and a tablespoon of butter or ghee. And then I put a little bit of salt in mine because it kills the bitterness of the coffee. And it's okay. It's not, it's not like my usual heavy cream with stevia. That's what I do drink, but I decided to cut back on that. I was consuming too much. So I'm already on my second cup, so I decided it better be bulletproof. And then I added a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you're following me, I am not the perfect carnivore. If you want perfection, this is not the place to be. I have had incredible results. I feel fantastic. I'm losing weight, but I do my own thing. I don't, nobody's bossing me. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if something makes me feel bad, then I'll cut it out. But I do things that not a lot of other carnivores would do, and that's okay. I think that, we all have our own journey, and you have to decide what works for you. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. I'm just that way. I let everybody know what I'm doing all the time. But just find out what works for you. The main things are to cut out the seed oils, the carbs, and the sugars. And then, whatever you want to eat, it's preferable to eat red meat, but especially at the beginning, I just couldn't. I wasn't a fan. So if you want to eat pork and chicken and all that, it's still meat. It's still better than eating the carbs and the sugars. So you do what you have to do. Like I said, at the beginning, I just wanted to kick my carb and sugar habit, and I did that. And that made all the difference. Just the elimination part of this diet is what really made a huge difference. And then once I got past that and I was able to start eating more red meat, I focused on that. I wasn't eating as much sausage and chicken and all that. That's when I really noticed the healing. I did start feeling better. I'm eating more fats and stuff, and it did make a big difference. But, at the beginning, I was ketovore, which I recommend. Some people can go straight into carnivore and they do fantastic. Like I said, I knew I wouldn't. That would not have worked for me. So I eased myself into it, and it's been wonderful. So I have no complaints, even though, like I said, I am not perfect. And I know there's probably some carnivores out there that would be like, and they would scold me. But for the most part, carnivores are not judgmental. Honestly, everybody that I've come across, maybe there's just been a few, have been very supportive, very kind, and they say the same thing. You do what you need to do to get to feeling your best, because that's what this is all about. We just want good health and longevity, and that's what the carnivore diet's going to do. And eventually, if you need to lose weight, you'll lose the weight as well. So I'm losing weight. I feel great. I have, good energy, especially today. The last couple of days I've been complaining. My energy level's been low. There's varying factors right now this time of year that affect that. But I noticed I wasn't drinking enough water. I've upped my water again. And I really think that makes a big difference. When you get dehydrated, it really does affect you. I've read a book years ago. It was called You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty. And it really made an impact on me. I realized how important it is to make sure you get enough water. It doesn't have to be crazy amounts. Some people drink way too much, and that's not good either. So you have to figure out what you need and what works best for your body. So everybody's different. We're not all the same. One of my pet peeves is when people say, if I can do it, you can do it. We're all different. You don't know what my situation is physically or mentally, what I'm dealing with. So no, just because you had a hard time with other diets and now this one works for you doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everyone else. And also it's timing. It may not be the right time for you. Everybody's on a different path, a different journey, but eventually when you're ready, this is going to be the most helpful. I've done so many diets. I want to say all diets. Maybe there's one or two out there that I did try, but none of them have given me the results that the carnivore diet has given me. It's just been amazing. I know I sound like a broken record. I say that all the time, but my gosh, you guys, I'm 63. I'm 63. I've had, lap band surgery. I've done everything to feel this good and to lose weight, and none of them worked. and none of them made me feel this good. I lost a few pounds on all of them, you know, you do, but they weren't sustainable, and I wasn't ever happy. I don't remember ever going on a diet and being happy. It was always just, okay, I got to buckle down. I got to lose this weight. I'm just going to, eat this way. And the whole time I'm dieting, I am focused on food, when I can eat again, how much I can eat. Because most other diets, you're counting calories and carbs and points. And so, I would think, how many points do I got left? What can I eat? All day long. That's what I would think about. It's not that way in the carnivore diet. I eat, I get up, I make a power bowl, which is, eggs and meat. You can use ground hamburger or whatever you have. And you mix it with your eggs. And I don't throw cheese on it. Some people do. That's, it's a choice. But just the meat and eggs, and it gives me energy. It's got the fats, the proteins, and that will fill me up for hours. I don't even think of food after that. And the same with the steaks. If you eat a good ribeye or sirloin, that fills me up. And, sometimes I get a little snacky. I want to eat, not so much now as I did in the beginning. And at the beginning, when I was hungry for snacks, I would eat, the beef jerky. You can have canned sardines. A lot of people like those. Nuts. You're not supposed to be eating nuts on carnivore, but I was doing ketovore. And as long as, try and find the lower oxalate nuts. Almonds have the most, and that was my favorite. So I switched to pistachios and macadamia nuts, which were kind of pricey. But anyway, I don't snack like I used to. If I do snack, it's on meat. And I have the best part. Well, I say everything's the best part because it's all good. It's all wonderful. But one of the best parts is the mental clarity, especially as we get older. Man, I was under that brain fog for years and years where you're just like, you feel like a zombie or almost like you have a head cold a lot of the times. And I have allergies anyway. So, compound that with the brain fog. And I just was walking around in a daze. It felt awful. And to have the mental clarity now again, to be clear-headed, it's worth $1 million. I love this part. And I was even beginning to think, am I getting to that point where I'm going to have dementia? Because my sister did. And I thought, is this what it feels like? But it was just, brain fog. And I don't have that anymore. And then, like I said, there's so many wonderful things to this. The energy is the best. Having energy when you didn't have any for years and years. I just always had to push myself through whatever it was I was doing. I never wanted to do anything other than lay on the couch, but I had to. So I would force myself, and it was hard. And now I don't have to. If I want to do something, I do it. The past few days, like I said, I have been sluggish, but I was on vacation and the weather and just so many different things. It's going to happen. You're not going to be super high energy all the time. You're going to have ups and downs. Expect that. That's just life. That's just normal. But I had gotten so used to that high energy level that when I don't have it, I miss it. So I'm like, how can I get that back? And I think having some downtime, that helped, and drinking my water, I think all those things make a difference. So I'm gonna continue on doing that. And like I said, the weather's beautiful, so I am gonna go walking today. I miss that. I actually like to walk, and I hate exercise. I told you guys that. I want to exercise, and I'm hoping I get there, but I really don't like, oh, I want to exercise. It sounds like fun. It doesn't sound like fun, but walking does, especially, outdoors. It's beautiful. Our weather's great. So right now I do enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it in the summer when it's 100 degrees, no. But right now it's in the 60s and it's beautiful out, of course, why not? So I am going to take a walk today. I'll try and take you guys with me so you can see what I get to see. It's so pretty. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Especially those of you that are just starting. How's it going for you? Are you having any problems? Is there anything I can help you with? Like I said, when I started, I did have a few issues. The first 2 weeks, they're going to be tough. Your body's making changes. You might have issues with diarrhea or constipation. That's just normal and be expected. Don't blame it on the diet, honestly. It's going to pass. just make sure you stay hydrated. We flush our systems out, stay full, eat, don't weigh yourself. This isn't the time for that. Right now, you're trying to kick the sugar and carb habit, and then you can worry about that. Then that's when the magic's going to happen. But right now, we got to kick the sugar habit, the carb habit. Just focus on that. Lay low. Don't do a whole lot during this period of time, and don't let yourself get hungry. When you're hungry, eat bacon. Eat meat, eat chicken, hamburger, steaks, roast, whatever you got. Deli meat, even. I don't eat a lot of that now, but at the beginning it was still better than the carbs. So just get yourself some meat and some low carb things if you have to. I have to keep my carbs very low. Low carb is 20 or less. I need to keep it 10 or less, which is why the carnivore diet is really good, because if you follow the carnivore diet where you're just eating the meats and the eggs, you're not going to consume any carbs. And that's the absolute best. I still, because of the heavy cream and, I was doing the dairy stuff, I was still getting some carbs, but I'm still under 10, and that's what is working for me. By the way, a few videos back, I was out of ketosis. I'm back in ketosis. So maybe that's why my energy level's up too. That makes a difference. Once your body's, burning its own fat for fuel, that makes a difference. So anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee, because while I can't drink and talk and it's getting cold. So I'm going to finish this, but we still got some things to talk about, and we're going to go walking. So stay with me, okay? Okay, you guys. So here it is. This is my morning power bowl. It's just meat and eggs. I don't add any cheese. You can if you want, but I find this is plenty for me. So I'm going to eat this, get some energy, drink my water, and then we're going to go for a walk. Okay, guys, are you ready to go for a walk? I've changed out of my slippers. I remembered this time, and I'm just going to grab my water bottle. It's starting to get windy, and they're saying that we're going to get some more wind gusts, so I better get going. Okay, so here we are. This is the little community park. It's literally a mile from my house, so there's really no excuse not to be walking it. I hope the wind's not too bad. If it's too bad, I'll just have to go home and do a voiceover. But anyway, you can see it's beautiful. It's sunny and warm, but it's starting to get breezy. Yeah, it's getting windy. I just want to do at least one lap. I think it's supposed to be 1 mile, and normally I walk 2 miles a day, but I don't know. You can see it's getting windy. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Okay, this may not be a great idea. Getting in my eyes. Doggone it. I really wanted to do this. Shoot. Well, we'll see how much I can do. Crazy, huh? It looks pretty out. I just felt so good today, I wanted to get my walk in. Look how pretty that is. See, when I say we're in the foothills, we're right up against the mountains here. It is so pretty. Uh-oh, there's somebody coming. I'm going to turn you off for a second. Okay. Yeah, see, it's blown all the leaves off the trees already. It really is a beautiful park. I'm fortunate to have an area this close to home that I can go walking in. just the dust getting in my eyes that bothers me. The wind feels good. I need to wear goggles. God, I used to love coming here with the grandkids when they were little. They loved it too. But they're almost all teenagers now, so nobody likes to go to the park. My granddaughter will come with me. She likes to come walking. Oops, my big fat finger's in the way. Gotta be careful. I'm such a good filmographer. Is that the word? Yeah, we have tennis courts here. There's the community building. Yeah, they have all kinds of classes in there. Am I dumb or what? I think I need to go home. It feels good to get out. I did a mile almost when I get back to my car, so yeah, it's just too windy. Dang it. And it's getting in my eyes. That's the worst of it. So yeah, oh well. Got my blood pumping. Go home and find something active to do. But boy, I'm glad I got out for a little bit. It is pretty. Yikes. Hopefully my power will still be on when I get home. They did say they were going to shut it back off, so we'll find out. Okay, I'm going to shut you guys off for now. Okay, you guys, I tried. You saw, I tried. I was out there. I did like a mile, but it wasn't like it was that crazy windy like it was the other day, but it was the dust. It was kicking up all the dust. It was getting in my eyes and I couldn't see. And I was more concerned. There was, branches breaking and stuff. And I was worried about that because there's a lot of trees here. So I just don't think it's wise to walk right now, but it was good. I feel good. I at least got out for a mile. I got my blood pumping, so I do feel a little bit better. And it's a shame because it's really, it's not even cold out. It's fairly warm. I mean, I wore a jacket just because it's so windy, but I really didn't need it. So anyway, that was it. I'm going to go home now, and I'll finish this at home. Okay, guys, I'm back at home, and my power's out. And it may be out until Monday, according to the email they sent us. I don't know. My poor little daughter-in-law, hers has been out this entire time. And the funny thing is, she came over here this afternoon with the kids because, mine was still on at that point. She messaged me and I was like, yeah, come on over. And, I was hoping she could charge her phones and all that. And they got here. And how long were you guys here before it went off? A minute? Literally. So, that was a bummer, but the winds have really kicked up this afternoon and it's just a precautionary thing. They've had to shut the power off. So fingers crossed it's not off till Monday. I don't know what we'll do. That's ridiculous. I can't even imagine. But I mean, they have to do what they have to do. I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's a bummer. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. It's like, 30 minutes long, I think, something like that. I'm going to let you guys go. But anyway, you guys take care. Keep me in your thoughts. I don't think we're going to have a problem with the fires, although we are in a perfect area for it. And we have had many fires up in this area before. And with these winds, it would be a nightmare. So hopefully we'll stay safe and we'll get through this. It's just like camping, right? How bad can it be? Hopefully I'll be able to film another video sometime this weekend, but if I can't charge my device and you don't hear from me, that's the reason why. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.